Folks, we're back with another Christmas video. Today's video is Sleighs and Reindeer, and we're gonna get up close right here on my take on home and garden. So here we go, folks. First I'm gonna go through our littler to bigger stuff, and then the big stuff I'll do a cameo at the end. Let's start with some vintage, wonderful little pieces. This just tugs at my heart because this is from the 60s, and this is what you would see all over the place, in the stores, at your grandma's, at your own house. This is all we had back then. You know, ceramics and funny little Japanese made planters and Santas and reindeer like this. Now, you know, they're all vintage and collectible, so they're just fantastic. Right on the edge of coming out with plastics were these reindeer. Now I remember these probably at about 8 years old. Now, of course, there was a whole set and probably a sleigh and the whole bit. This is the only survivor of my mother's set of what they called celluloid before plastic. Now, another cool thing is I just found some, you can find them, and they want an arm and a leg like the old vintage ornaments, but I just found some online and bought them. So, over 50 years, this guy will have a couple of mates. Back to vintage, here's another piece in that, like Napco or others that made these in the 60s and 70s. He doesn't have a reindeer included, but he's just fantastic. I'm nuts about these. So I'm always looking. If I'm out, I'm looking for more. More is more. You know, we're a maximalist show, and more is better. And we live a life of no regret. No regrets that we love our collections. That's what you're seeing here on our channel. Thanks for stopping in. And thanks for subscribing. Now we got a little grouping. I love this too. I know you guys like it. This is a whole family without the buck. So it's mom and 2 children, and they're ready for Christmas with their bow. These are fantastic. They are about, if I can pin down when I got, but they're about 20 years ago. And it was a cool set. I think it was Walmart, really good. They're solid resin. Typically, when it's not Christmas time, things like this go in a cabinet, you know, a display cabinet, and we can peek in. Now, here's a wonderful, you've seen these, crystal sleigh. We have 2 of this size. It's the lead crystal. Really sweet and well done. So I like to put him with, you know, a glass reindeer, which this is just a dandy. He is a frosted body with the plain glass antlers from the 60s. Look how good. Now another one, there's a company called Roman. That's the brand. And I got this last year online, and it's to mimic wood. The deer, the base, and the sleigh. But of course it's resin with metal runners, and the metal leads that go to the deer, you can keep them bent up a little bit, which I like, because it gives you that look of them taking off. See? Like this. A little pricey, and I mean the guy would not budge. So it's got a little Alpine Village on the side in that style. Here's back to that lead crystal sleigh. Here's the bigger one. You can find these online all day long. They're still available from people that just don't care. Now here's another older set. Believe it or not, and you know I don't normally want plastic. I just shun away from resin and plastic. But some things, there's, you know, you can't do anything about it. Both of these sleighs are so good. They look like they're glass, but they are plastic. The rich red and rich emerald green is what I'm after when I'm looking at glass. I would love these to be in glass, but I'm telling you, I love them in the plastic because they're just so well done. Now, some of you might have or remember in the FTD Florist planner, they have quite a good line of these, and they're from the 70s and 80s. FTD Florist, I got a couple online on eBay. You can still find a good sleigh on eBay. So I like to put him with a cool deer like this, and you'll see them end up on our shelves or table. And I'm telling you, if this is all you like, it makes a fabulous centerpiece. Now here's my heart of hearts. That Swan Sleigh that's so incredible. I'm here to tell you, I found this again and had to buy it because I'm a lunatic about sleighs and reindeer. Now, it's not so horrible if you consider pairs are cool. You can do pairs. Maybe you want your two end tables the same, or the two ends of your fireplace balanced with something different in the middle. Or you've seen my elegant tables with a centerpiece and then a balance of something off both sides of that. That's why I had to get it. And I got a good buy on it too, because they don't come up every day. Try to find one. Now, I found this when Angela and I went to the flea market, and I went nuts about it. I'd put this in the 60s. It's slightly archaic, the paint job. It probably was homemade and hand painted. It looks it. But as a vintage piece, by itself, it's almost a little homely. But you put a little arrangement in there with some picks, and you put a cool deer like this with them, and look at what you got. Just fabulous. On a table again, or your bedstand, or a shelf. Now here's an example of a sheet metal pressed sleigh on a bent metal and welded together rails, skis, and suspension piece. You've seen these, they're all over the place. Okay, they're not my favorite, but they can be cute. And look at, if you just add a little attention and a little arrangement, some pine cones, it's pretty cute for what I call a floor piece or a little filler. Now I've got a really unusual one. I don't have anything in the sleigh right now so you can see. This is a homemade wooden sleigh. The little finishing nails were countersunk and filled all by hand. Look how cute. Now also separately, this is a piece of pine, handmade reindeer. And it's really well done. You know, the toll painting, a lot of people were into the toll painting, and then this type of work and painting. And the knot in the pine is right at his eye. So whoever cut this out was really sharp to do that. Super cute. So he's wood, and that's why I like to put him with the wooden sleigh, obviously. We'll put a pine cone in there so it doesn't look so sad. We got a few of these crystal reindeer. And I want to say 2 years ago, these came from Kohl's. Now I call them crystal, but they are acrylic. Again, I don't care for that, but they look really good, okay? So when they look good, I want them. He does have an eye hook in his head if you want to use them for an ornament. I needed them for sleighs. So, like this, I'll put him, you saw maybe in the home tour, I'll put the crystal look with a crystal sleigh. Next, we have another example of the FTD floral planter. Now it looks a lot like the other one, but the other one dipped way down on the side. This is a what I call a high side, and this is actually more Victorian looking. The paint job is really well done. Probably Japan or China. I'm really not worried about where it's made, but it is marked FTD Florist. And again, a little arrangement here with a cool reindeer from Hobby Lobby. I think last year we got him. Just amazing. Now here's another reindeer from Hobby Lobby. And I'll tell you, sometimes, you know, I was on a mission just because I needed more. And I found more on eBay this month. And I wanted them for this video. So I'm sad to say that'll be a video later on, maybe, you know, an eBay shopping haul, finds and so on. We already have things piling up for that. I just went to an estate sale and kicked some royal butt on deals there that you're gonna just go nuts to share, if I may. That's another video coming up. But anyway, here is a classic. This isn't FTD. This is Telefloral Gifts. And I found a couple of these, not at the same time, but I ended up with two of these because I'm just nuts about them. Really a true Victorian style sleigh. Big, wide in the back, high front skis. And we put him with this reindeer. And like all of them, look at. He could be bigger. You could, you know, we mix them up. Just out of this world cool. But I love the sleighs displayed with the deer, obviously. Here's another example, really unique. This is a ceramic body on metal skis. It's really ultra cute. Now you saw a big, beautiful Victorian style sleigh on the elegant formal Christmas table. And one of the first videos I did was that sleigh arrangement in the violet tones for a Victorian look. Now here is the baby of that one, if you will. It's exactly the same, only on a smaller scale. Honestly, it's just fabulous. Let me take these couple of things out so you can see. When I saw these, I had to have them because they're just too good. See that Victorian style? And I've got a little tree in there with some plaid binding and then a little boxwood in the front. Here's a wooden sleigh on metal skis. And I just love this. Of course, who wouldn't? With the poinsettias, and it says Merry Christmas. And don't quote me, but I think this came from Hobby Lobby, but it would have been 4 or 5 years ago. So don't try to find it. And I love doing a bigger arrangement in there. This is an old-fashioned ragdoll type Santa. How they used to, back in the olden pioneer times when they didn't have anything, really not even that long ago, in the Depression era, where the mom would make a doll out of whatever she had, ripped clothes, ripped blankets. This, I'm sure, is a sentimental thing to a lot of people that live like that. So he's special and he's really super different and cool. One more tabletop sleigh that is big enough for the floor. And this is your classic formed pressed metal body with the curled metal skis, and it's all welded up. And this is in the German, Swiss, or Alpine style, where they hand painted those beautiful sceneries and portraits on the side of the sleigh. Just imagine a real one. I'd go nuts. I want to ride in one. So there's our tabletop sleighs, and I'm going to take you and show you the bigger ones, and I'll show you all around. I have one little short and quick note for all our friends and subscribers. You know, we've been hammering it 5 videos a week for the holidays, but we're going to go back to 3 a week. So after Christmas, you'll get a break and not feel like you have to watch 5 a week. Or just know that we're still here. We're going to have fun, and we have a lot of things planned for after Christmas. So just know that we're going to go to 3 a week. Uploads on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 8 in the morning. Solid, like a clock. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you in the next Christmas video.